Hey guys, it's Horror Man with another review for you. Today I'm just going to show a little bit of the Friday the 13th collection that I have. I just want to show off a couple pieces in celebration of Friday the 13th. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we'll start with the NECA stuff that I have hanging here. This is the Part 3 Battle Damage version, still mint on card. Came out, I guess, a year and a half or so ago. This is the Part 4 NECA figure. Also came out maybe a little bit after that, a year or so. And this is the non-battle damage. This is probably my favorite NECA Jason ever made. I actually like it more than the battle damage version. I really like the that they painted the wrist. On this one, they actually missed it for some reason on the battle damage. But really cool figure. And the only other NECA one I have hanging here in the 7-inch line is the classic New Blood figure. It's an old cult classics figure. And here's the Part 3 Mego style figure made by NECA. Really cool. It's got that awesome card back. This is the first Mego style figure they made. Besides the Django's that were they were banned. And you can see I display it without the mask. You can see I kind of like put the mask on the top there. And here's the NES style Jason. It's also in that like Mego style format made by NECA. And then there's some Mezco stuff here. This is the Part 4. This is mint on card. Part 4 Jason, final chapter, made by Mezco. This one's kind of old. And I actually got this signed by Ted White, is the guy that actually played Jason Part 4. And here's another Mego version. This is Part 3. And this is also made by Mezco, I'm sorry. And this is signed by Richard Brooker from Part 3. He's the guy that played Jason. And he actually passed away not long ago, so this is a pretty important one to me. It actually says, "Mike, stay alive," so good words of advice. Here's a Todd McFarlane Jason. This is the last one he ever made, I believe. And this is the movie Maniacs Jason X. It's the only Jason X figure made besides the Sideshow version. But it's the only one that actually captures him in that Jason X, that futuristic, style armor and everything. And this is going to be the NECA Jason mask from the Remake replica they did. And behind these guys, I actually have a replica machete. Sorry, you can't really see it anymore. I have so many figures anymore. Alright, so in here we have, again, one of my favorite Jasons. This is the Part 4 final chapter made by NECA, 7-inch scale. This is the battle damage version. And the Pamela Voorhees tombstone is actually from the Mezco version, also from Part 4. Alright, and then moving down, we have the Part 3 Jason. This was made by Sideshow toys. And this one's at least 10 years old. And this was the first real 12-inch figure made of Jason. First Sideshow figure also. And then down here we have the Sideshow Toys version. Then this is from Freddy vs. Jason. I also have the Freddy right next to him, of course. And he's from maybe a year after the movie came out, if that. Really cool one. And then, sorry, it's a little dark down here. The Part 3 Jason made by NECA. This is the non-battle damaged. and the Remake 7-inch figure, also made by NECA. And there's the little sack mask, interchangeable head. And also have the, let me get a light down here. Also have the Sideshow New Blood Jason. You can see him. And the Mezco New Blood Jason. Sorry about the lighting, it's kind of tough here. Two really cool figures. Awesome head sculpt. Alright, and down here, these are the ones I haven't quite taken out of the box, or at least barely taken out of the box. I have the final chapter Friday the 13th figure that was made by Sideshow. The Crystal Lake Chronicles book that came out years ago. The Mezco Living Dead dolls, both versions. Here's another one of my favorites. This is the Friday the 13th NECA NES game version, which came out for San Diego Comic-Con a couple years ago. Really cool. It's got that real old dated Nintendo look with only one or two colors. It's really cool. Glows in the dark. This is a picture I had framed. I got it from Fright Rags, I believe, or Mondo, one or the other. It's a really cool print. It's the Part 3D Jason print, and I actually have 3D glasses, and yes, it does pop. Alright, so the only thing I didn't really show you was my Movie Maniacs Jason, which is stored away, and also the Freddy vs. Jason NECA set that came out with the bridge and everything. Last thing I want to show you is some of my masks. A couple of these were done by Creation X. They actually have a website. You can buy stuff on there, pretty much every version. This is particularly the one from the New Blood. Sorry. It's got that cracked mask, all scratched up. And then this is his Part 3 version. It's not like his real great, quality, like the big fiberglass mask and everything, but these were really good priced, and I just kind of like it. It's like a novelty mask, but it's not, only a few holes on it like that cheap one you see at Walmart or something. I mean, it's still, this is an actual Jason mask. This is the way Halloween stores should sell them. This one is based off the Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles cartoon, but it's still a Jason mask. This is my famous Casey Jones mask that I wear for cosplay. Hey, he liked Friday the 13th, right? This is my favorite one. This is the Part 3 version based off the original mold. And it's made out of like a thin fiberglass, I believe. And then it actually has the signature inside of the person that originally did the mold. Really cool. So it is the exact replica of what his mask looked like. It's just not cast in that heavy fiberglass, but it's still really wild. One of my favorite pieces. So anyway, that's pretty much my collection. I have a couple more things like the Mezits and stuff like that. So, I love it, man. Huge Friday the 13th fan. Guys, have a happy Friday the 13th. And subscribe to my reviews. Thank you.